Our second and last topic. The Energy Commission of Nigeria would have us know that the country is spending 9.035 trillion naira on fuel annually. DKO, isn't that amount enough to build Nigeria more refineries?
It's enough to build refineries. It's enough to build power plants, but the problem in this case is we do not generate enough electricity to power our cities. Electricity is the greatest invention that mankind has seen, because with it, economic growth is guaranteed. With it, human comfort is also guaranteed. So any country that seeks to grow must do its best to generate electricity for its people. In our own case, since independence, we've not really done much. We are now said to be a nation of 220 million people. The best that we've done is 5,801 megawatts. That is the Nigerian record currently, which was set sometime in, I think, late February or so. We can't go on like this. South Africa, that we like to compare ourselves with, generates more than 42,000 megawatts. They even have enough to sell to their neighbors like Mozambique and the rest of them. Yes, we provide electricity for some of our neighbors, but that was because we needed to convince them to not dam the Niger River, because we are at the bottom. You look at the map. If they decided to dam, if Niger Republic or Republic of Benin decided to dam the Niger River, we won't have enough volume of water to set up the Kainji Dam. So we had to agree with them, just similar to what's going on between Egypt and Ethiopia at this time.
Okay.
Yeah, because Ethiopia is insisting on building a dam, and the Egyptians are saying, look, our source of water from the Nile River will be hampered if you proceed to dam the water. So that's just by the way. We have not done much. You look at a country like Brazil, it's a third world country. At independence, Nigeria and Brazil were at the same level. Brazil, Malaysia, all of those countries, Singapore, were at the same level. In 1970, Brazil was generating 11,000 megawatts. Today, Brazil is generating in excess of 160,000 megawatts. In fact, in 2016, it had generated more than 150,000 megawatts from 11,000 megawatts in 1970. They were achieving 5.8% growth year on year. But look at us, look at where we are. And the bulk, 70% of the electricity that Brazil generates is from hydro. That's one source, hydro. So in our own case, it has pleased God to give us all kinds of means by which we can generate electricity. But we are shown a clear lack of seriousness that you can actually blame on poor leadership. That's why we have refused to grow. About 8 power plants the other day could not run because of gas constraints, leading to system collapse. And the power minister had to apologize to Nigerians because the nation was plunged into some form of blackout. It's only in Nigeria that this sort of thing can continue to happen. Now businesses are dying because they are spending so much to generate electricity for themselves. A lot of those businesses have moved to countries like Ghana, where electricity is constant. Nestle now, there's pressure. Nestle feels like leaving Nigeria. So will Nestle go the way of Michelin and the rest of them? until we are able to do something about the electricity supply in our country, the country cannot grow, because it will be a lot more expensive to do business in our country, because companies are providing their own electricity. Flour mills, for many years, flour mills refused to use public electricity because it was not constant. And you know what that means? It will erode even into their own margin. They won't be able to make sufficient funds, sufficient money. So, and they will be forced to lay off staff. So this is the situation that we find ourselves. There's no reason why smaller countries should be able to provide consistent electricity. Why in our country we are unable to do that? Since independence, we are struggling to generate 5,000 megawatts. Even 5,000 megawatts we can't do on a consistent basis. I can tell you that on a consistent basis we can do 3,000, 2,800, 3,000, because I've been monitoring that trend for years. A lot of the power infrastructure in our country, they are weak. Some of them have not been replaced since the 50s. And then to make matters worse, when we thought that we should unbundle NEPA, the public electricity company, we brought in people who are not experienced. Everywhere else, when you want to concession or even sell public infrastructure, you look at the pedigree of those companies. Have they done that form of business before? All of the discos in Nigeria today, all of the generating companies in Nigeria today, none of them had a history of doing that form of business until they were given those public contracts, power infrastructure to manage.
Oh.
So what do we have? They cannot give what they do not have. You must have the technical expertise. You must have the financial wherewithal. They had neither of this. Today, federal government continues to give discos and gencos money. That is after selling public power infrastructure to them. Where is it done? We have had to take money from the World Bank to give these discos and gencos. Whereas, if we had done the whole privatization the right way, if it had been process-driven, they would not have been given the power infrastructure to manage, because they would not have fulfilled that condition of financial wherewithal, because they don't have the funds to make things happen. They don't have the expertise. They do not have the experience. It's the same way now. We've now gone to Siemens to help us increase power supply in our country. Siemens has no track record of doing that anywhere in the world. It's just like saying, Boeing, we want you to come and run our aviation sector. Boeing only manufactures planes. It has no history of managing
the aviation sector.
This is what we've done to ourselves, and we've been fortunate with the resources that it has pleased God to deposit here, but we've never been fortunate with a consistent set of fantastic leaders.
Food for thought as we wrap up today. All of these issues are linked, and it makes it imperative for them to be well thought out before these policies are churned out. Of course, there'll be more talking points for issues with Jide. So we promise you yet another edition of this program, same time next week at 6 p.m. on Saturday. You can subscribe by hitting the subscribe button on YouTube. We're on YouTube at TVC News Nigeria. We're also on other platforms, that's Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram on TVC News NG. That's at TVC News NG. Thank you for watching. I am Bukola Samuel Wemimo. Bye for now.